What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
And for today's video I have a very interesting news. I have an update regarding the intrinsic value of NextBridge hydrocarbon shares in our current reality, and this estimation is based on the Tony Tweet's research that he made several months ago. Then I will show you an update from John Burda regarding his company, his flamethrower company, and the involvement of Wes Christian in our case. And at the end of this video, I will show you an update from Richard Hoffman, and I will give you a new deadline regarding his upcoming live stream. So, and before we dive deep into all of these, guys, I kindly ask you to hit the like button for YouTube algorithm, because for now we have a lot of news that has to be covered, and preparation for each and every video takes me more than 4 hours of a hard work, of a daily hard work. That is why I want to make an exchange. I want to exchange more than 4 hours of my daily work for a split of a second of your time. And that is why just hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. And that is how we can push our case forward to the broader audience, and eventually it will help us to win this battle. So, and let's start with the news itself. We are on MMTLPresources.com, and right here you can see the most recent news that was published on October 15th, and it's titled Permian Basin Talk Inspires Investor Confidence. And let me show you this in details. A series of tweets from Sensei gives us a unique look into the oil situation in the Permian Basin. And here you can see several screenshots of the tweets, and let me show you this on Sensei official Twitter account. He wrote this 12 hours ago. And by the way, guys, first of all, I will read the entire 7 bullet points, and then I will do my recap regarding each and every bullet point in order to prove or disprove this potential theory. So, first of all, MMTLP. My brother works in the Permian Basin extracting natural gas. We had a good conversation about NextBridge hydrocarbons and the oil in the ground. I can forward any question to him to see what he can answer. What he said: 1. There is enough oil to last till roughly year 2800. 2. Price per barrel could reach $150, especially if there is a Middle East conflict. 3. Saudi oil is dirty and require US oil to mix with. 4. Delaware Basin has depth of 10,000 feet, NBH lease location, and had 4x more oil than Permian. 5. This area could produce for decades. 6. If NextBridge hydrocarbons can get a wellhead installed, then companies like Transer, Sanoco or Targa, Pioneer and Shell should buy NextBridge hydrocarbons very quickly. 7. Till then, be patient. And let's start one by one. There is enough oil to last till roughly year 2800. And this means we have, for quite rough estimation, about 800 years of exploration the Orogrande Basin. And let me remind you that Orogrande Basin is the part of Permian Basin. And let me show you this estimation. We are on financialtimes.com. And here is the article that is dedicated of acquisition Pioneer by ExxonMobil. And here, let me show you this. We took something people thought was uneconomical and turned it into probably the largest oil and gas basin in the world, Sheffield told the Financial Times. When you include all the natural gas and the natural gas liquids with the oil, it's as big as Saudi Arabia. And this is another rough estimation of the Permian Basin of Texas, and definitely it says how huge the potential of Orogrande Basin is. So let me go further. Price per barrel could reach $150, especially if there's a Middle East conflict. And let's switch to the price chart of light crude oil futures. We are on a weekly time frame, and right now the price is around $87.41, and we are trending up but I have to say that we have to see slight pullback, and it doesn't matter this short-term on a weekly time frame, definitely so-called short-term price movements. I want to show you this price section. As you can see right here, this price section lasts for more than 3 years, and the lower border of this price range is roughly $70. The higher border is about let's say $120. And in my opinion, for upcoming several years, we might hover at the same price range in between $70 and $120 marks. And that is why I don't think that we might see the price of $150 at least for the quite long period of time. Definitely we can hit it when we, as you can see, we hit it, almost hit it back in June of 2008. And we hit another quite high range of $130 back in February of 2022. And yes, we can see this spike, but for the long-term perspective, we have to rely only on these ranges in between $70 and $120 per barrel. So let's continue. Saudi oil is dirty and require US oil to mix with. And I agree with this statement because Brent is one of the purest oils on the market, and every refinery should rely on certain condition of the oil. That is why they have to mix several types of oils. So Delaware Basin has depth of 10,000 feet and had 4x more oil than Pyramid. I cannot comment this bullet point because I am not an expert in this field. Let's just switch to the next one. This area could produce for decades. And yes, the current amount of oil might last for tens and tens of years. And this also improves the fundamentals, and it increases the intrinsic value of NextBridge hydrocarbons shares. So, 6. If NextBridge hydrocarbons can get a wellhead installed, then companies like Transfer, Sunoco or Targa should buy NBH very quickly. Yes, I agree. The more promising the basin is, and if they already spent a lot of capitals for the new wells, and they can put this oil to the market, definitely it will be a very lucrative piece for the huge companies like Sunoco or Shell. So, let me show you another quite interesting detail, why everybody is talking about the potential acquisition. First of all, in my opinion, we cannot see the 2 days of trading for NextBridge hydrocarbon shares in order to force shorters to close their position, in order to reconcile all the shares. But definitely we might see some kind of settlement, and this settlement should base on the intrinsic value of the underlying asset. And the previous example that took place just several days ago on October 11th was this one. ExxonMobil announces merger with Pioneer Natural Resources in an all-stock transaction. And they paid about $59.5 billion or $253 per share based on ExxonMobil's closing price on October the 5th, 2023. And this number is quite huge, and I have to say that these two basins of Pioneer Natural Resources and NextBridge hydrocarbons are quite similar, and that is why potentially we can rely on the same amount of price. But let me show you this video that was made by Tony, and we missed you, Tony. I have to say that we missed you, Tony. And he made this video 3 months ago. And this is quite a long video, about 30 minutes long. And there he explains how much might cost the NextBridge hydrocarbon shares with the certain conditions. First of all, I want to show you this chart. This chart is just asset value without any production of oil. And right here at the bottom of the screen you can see the price of oil. And let's count on this range in between let's say 75 and 120. This means the price of each and every share might be in between $41.67 all the way up to $88.54. So quite good estimation. But let me show you this. Estimated reserves is 3.2 billion barrels. And for some estimations, Orogrande Basin has up to 5 billion barrels. So we can almost double these prices. But on the other hand, right here, as you can see, we have roughly 250 million shares. And to drill more wells, definitely NextBridge Hydrocarbons has to deal with existing shareholders, but not so much. But definitely it might affect the price. And this means let's count on these numbers multiplied by 1.5. And this is, let me remind you, just an asset value without any production of oil. Let me show you another chart. And here is the chart when the value of assets taken to production. We have the same oil in ground, 3.2 billion barrels, and we have the same number of shares. And here, the range in between $70, as you can see right here, in between $182 per share, all the way up to $442.71 per share. This means this range is quite huge and very lucrative for existing shareholders. It is more than 100 times higher than the closing price back in December the 8th, 2022. And definitely this might be very good solution and very good proof of price of NextBridge Hydrocarbons shares based on the intrinsic value of this asset. So, and let me show you two more news. First of all, John Burda wrote this tweet just several hours ago, and he said, "For clarity, this is what I said in a DM to the person who asked me about Wes and flamethrowers involvement. Not at all. Meta has the ball as all of this happened on their watch. Wes is working hard with them and doing work behind the scenes. We continue to provide support. If Meta did not want the lead, we would have been the lead with their consent. Now we must support them for everyone's benefit." And this is the answer why John Burda kept silence for quite long period of time, because Wes Christian is working with NextBridge, with metamaterials, directly with metamaterials, and that is why flamethrowers potentially does its own due diligence and its own investigation for this case. So, and let me show you another news from Richard Hoffman. He postponed for 30 minutes his live stream that will take place, basically that will be today on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I highly suggest you to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT, and to follow his Twitter account, because he explains a lot about the recent actions that was taken by both parties and that took place basically last week. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby,